meron pang nagpa-sign yung mga kapitbahay na we're against it, nagpa-interview na ganito yung ginagawa. Nakaka-stress nung time na nalaman ko yun kasi alam mo yung parang I so felt that this community is really the best community we can ever had. The bad news is, dito sa harapan namin, hindi ko alam kung i-upload to ni Kiko pero kasi negative siya. Tapos alam niyo naman, sa social media, it's all full of negativity that we don't want to add to those negativities anymore. Hi guys, this is me again, Joy Fajardo. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. For today's video, magchikahan muna nga tayo. So it's already 4:30 in the afternoon. Today is a Monday and naghihintay lang ako kasi meron akong meeting ng 5 p.m. So usually guys, ang out ko sa work ay around 2 or 3 p.m. Depende yan kung makapag-start ako ng 6 a.m. or ng 7 a.m. Alam niyo naman guys na isa sa advantages talaga nung nakuha kong trabaho is yung flexibility ng hours. So I can go earlier, I can go later, pwede ako mag-work ng weekends, and then alam niyo, medyo flexible. Ever since this is my only job dito sa Canada. Mula nung nag-start ako dito kami dito ng 2019. The 4:30 na nga, meron akong meeting ng 5 p.m. Ang meeting ko ay tiga Singapore. So may ka-partner kaming company, and then yung ka-partner naming company, international sila. So meron silang branch sa Singapore and nag-expand kami sa Asia. So meron na kaming naging client na nasa Japan. So ngayon, magkukwentuhan kami, chikahan lang talaga, getting to know each other ba, kung paano kami makakapag-collaborate on the marketing side. So while waiting for that meeting, natutulog naman si Vibe, si Kiko wala pa, hindi pa siya nag-out sa work. 5 p.m. ang out ni Kiko sa work. So habang nag-iintay tayo, naisip ko na magchikahan nga muna tayo kasi ganito yun guys. Paano ba? I started being a content creator back in 2014. Isa or dalawang video pa ganyan-ganyan lang sa Singapore. Pagdating namin dito sa Canada, yun nga, walang nagko-content kung paano ba mag-immigrate dito, kung paano mag-fill out ng forms. Noon ako nagsimula na maggawa ng sarili kong YouTube channel para i-show kung paano mag-DIY ng paperworks. So, ilan lang yung videos ko noon, pero grabe, pumatok siya kasi nga, in our own mother tongue, talaga namang nag-show ako kung paano mag-apply, mag-process ng papers ng papunta dito sa Canada. After nung medyo nag-die down na yung pandemic, nagka-trabaho na ulit si Kiko, wala na akong editor, bumagal na yung upload. And then we tried to come back again, and then we did some uploads. Alam niyo yun, on and off. Pumunta kami dito sa Edmonton, nag-start ulit kami, pero again, nag-off ulit siya. So parang tinatanong ko na talaga si Lord na, Lord, para sa akin ba talaga to? Parang ito ba talaga yung, parang okay ba talaga tong ginagawa ko? May kapupuntahan ba to? Ano ba? Kasi parang hindi ako consistent, tapos life is happening, I have work, parang hindi ko siya kayang i-sustain, yung mga ganon. So anyway, and then si Kiko nga sinasabi niya na, basta video lang tayo, kahit once a week, kahit every other week, basta mag-video tayo kung kailan lang natin kaya. Kasi ganon talaga, life is happening, hindi naman natin pwedeng ipilit na mag-consistent tayo na 3 times a week or every day kung hindi natin kaya, especially kung may full-time work tayo, and I'm a full-time mom. Medyo struggle siya kung gagawin namin siyang super consistent as in every day or every other day, di ba? Kaya naisip ko na mag-video kasi pinanood ko yung nila-upload ni Kiko recently. Nag-upload si Kiko recently. So sabi lang niya sa akin, mag-take ka ng video and then let's see kung may manonood. So meron pa namang nanonood na pa ilan-ilan. And then may mga nag-comment na nanonood pa rin sila and then na-happy daw sila. And I feel na siguro yun yung purpose. Hindi siya, syempre, bonus kung kikita ka, di ba? Kasi monetize naman. Pero what actually made my heart happy today is that one comment that says, or actually a couple of comments that says, na happy sila nung nakita nila na may bagong upload. And then yung isa naman sabi is, tuloy-tuloy lang yung panonood nila. Basta may new uploads, mag-check sila sa amin. So parang natuwa ako naisip ko, siguro yun yung key purpose nitong ating video ay talagang mag-inspire and mag-share talaga ng buhay namin. Pwede namin balikan later on. Alam mo yun. So, yun na siya. So, today, ano nga ba ang pagkukwentuhan natin? So, ang pagkukwentuhan natin, guys, is some good news and some bad news. So, we've been here in Edmonton for a whole year. More than a whole year na. Kasi we arrived here ng end of August and December na ngayon. So, yun. Dito naman sa bahay, nag-move in tayo ng October 10. It's already December, so it's been more than a year. In that 1 year, may mga hindi kami na-share ng mga good things and bad things. Personal and also just general na nangyayari sa life. Good news muna tayo dito sa paglipat namin dito sa bahay na ito. The good news is, tuloy na yung paggawa nung school sa backyard namin, literally sa backyard. Nakwento ko na before sa inyo na isa sa pinaka-nagustuhan ko talaga dito sa location na ito, wala kaming katalikod na bahay because empty space na siya, magiging playground siya for the kids dahil nga magiging school yung nasa harapan. So we just heard na nag-groundbreaking ceremony na sila and it's really going to be a Catholic school. 'di ba? And ito pa yung nakakatuwa, guys. Nung sinearch namin, so kaming dalawa ni Kiko, what if ang pangalan ng school is St. Dominic Academy? Because kaming dalawa, we both graduated from St. Dominic Academy. Nung high school kami, doon kami nag-meet, doon siya nag-propose, alam mo yun, talagang nandun yung core memories namin sa school na yon. And even my dad graduated from St. Dominic. A lot of my uncles and aunts graduated from St. Dominic. A lot of my cousins graduated from St. Dominic. It's an iconic Catholic school sa lugar namin sa Pulilan. And so, sabi nga namin dalawa, what if St. Dominic siya? Grabe, no? Parang the universe talaga is nagsasabi na tama talaga yung decision niyo, blah, blah, blah. So, nakakatawa kasi yun yung ano namin na, St. Dominic, so, tapos nung pagkita namin, ang pangalan niya, guys, ay Our Lady of Hope. Did you ever hear about Our Lady of Hope? So, bigyan ko kayo ng background. Kasi nag-search ako kasi this is the first time that I've heard Our Lady of Hope. I've heard about Our Lady of Perpetual Help, Good Voyage, Our Lady of Fatima, Our Lady of Lourdes, Our Lady of Manawag, kung ano man yan, di ba? But I never heard about Our Lady of Hope. And so, I did a research. So, sabi doon, si Our Lady of Hope, nagpakita siya sa dalawang bata during the time na may mga, hindi ko alam kung saan, French ba or something. May mga group of men, umalis sila because they are sent to war. And nagdadasal lahat ng naiwan ng mga kababaihan for their safety kasi nga pupunta sila sa war and talagang natatalo na sila, ganon. And then, habang nagpe-pray, nagkaroon ng vigil, ganyan, may dalawang batang nakakita ng Our Lady of Hope. So, nagpakita siya and parang may message siya na sinabi na parang, ano yan, huwag matakot, everything is gonna be settled, ganyan. And then, after nung magpakita siya dun sa dalawang bata, yun, tapos yung war, hindi ko sure kung nanalo sila. Basta, the war ended and then the men came back. Parang ganon. So, yun yung story ni Our Lady of Hope. So, ano naman yung important significance ni Our Lady of Hope sa buhay namin ni Kiko? Very limited number of people knew about this, but the day I had my first miscarriage, bago namin nalaman, nag-Tim Hortons kami, and then nagkukwentuhan kami nila Nate, ng pamangkin ko, and then si Kiko, kasama namin siya. So, nagkukwentuhan kami noon sa Tim Hortons. Tanong ba ni Nate kung ano yung name ng baby, parang ganun. Sabi ko, ikaw, ano bang gusto mong maging name ng baby? Ang sabi niya is Zadie Hope. Zadie as in Z-A-D-I-E. Pero sabi ko, that's pretty, pero I would like it to be Zadie as in letter Z, Zadie Hope. Parang ganun, Zadie Hope. It was a name of someone's kid in YouTube na pinapanood ni Nathan, and nagkaroon siya ng baby girl. The name is Zadie Hope. So that was the last discussion before we go to the hospital or to the clinic, and we found out that we lost the baby. So we didn't get the chance to name the baby. So in our hearts, her name is Zadie Hope. Hindi namin alam if she's a boy, she's a girl, or he's a boy. Hindi namin sure, but we named her. So Zadie Hope, kasi that was the last conversation we had before we knew. As in, wala kaming idea na wala na, gano'n. So, yun siya. So, ang naging name ng first baby namin ay Zadie Hope. Kaya, nung paglaman namin ng Our Lady of Hope, talagang, oh my gosh, talagang kinilabutan. Kasi hindi ko naman narinig na may parang never in my wildest dream I would think na magiging Our Lady of Hope siya. So, that's one of the good news. It's really happening, and it's gonna be opening the first year. Kung magiging according sa timeline ay masusunod, the first year it's gonna open is the first year that Vibe will start going to school. So, talagang perfect timing siya for Vibe. The bad news is, dito sa harapan namin, hindi ko alam kung i-upload to ni Kiko, pero kasi negative siya. Tapos, alam niyo naman, sa social media, it's all full of negativity that we don't want to add to those negativities anymore. But at the same time, I think it's a good thing to share just for information, para din aware kayo na pwede pala yun doon, na parang one thing to consider that we didn't consider before. Okay, so dahil nga may house shortage dito sa Alberta, recently may pinasa na, I don't know if it's a law or I don't know if it's tentative or I don't think it's gonna be temporary. May mga zoning, di ba? Baka ganun din sa ibang province, hindi ko lang alam. May zoning, and kunwari sa mga older communities, may lumang-lumang bahay, pwede siyang bilhin ng someone, tanggalin yung lumang-lumang bahay, gawin siyang dalawang manipis na matangkad na bahay. Pwede yon. So, syempre sa mga older communities ay negative sa kanila yun kasi they're trying to keep the ambience, they're trying to keep the, yung community vibe nila. Pero pag may gumawa nun, paano pa nila i-keep yung vibe ng community nila na yung mga bahay nila, alam mo na ganitong year itinayo, then suddenly sa gitna nila may nagta-towering na mga building na 3 floors, 4 floors, nawawala na rin yung kanilang privacy kasi nakikita dun sa kitang-kita sila ng mga matataas, di ba? Similarly, may mga zoning na nag-aalaw ng tinatawag nila backyard or garden house, backyard house, something like that. Hindi ko na matandaan kung ano yung pangalan sa kanya. In other words, meron kayong homes. Lane homes means nasa backyard ang inyong parking. Instead, nalagyan nyo siya ng parking, lalagyan nyo siya ng garden suite or something like that. Ang garden suite is basically another house. So instead of having a house with a back garage, you will have 2 back-to-back home. Yun siya. Nakaka-stress nung time na nalaman ko yun kasi alam mo yung parang I so felt that this community is really the best community we can ever had because yung sunod-sunod na mga bahay namin, na mga kapitbahay namin, talagang gustong-gusto namin sila. Yung kapitbahay namin is a Filipino din na ka-age namin. They have 2 kids. Yung isang older kay Vibe, isang younger kay Vibe. Then yung kasunod nila is a family doctor na ibang lahi. Pero we're so happy that he's very friendly. And then sa kasunod niya, may Filipino ulit, na may anak ulit. Yung isa is kay edad ni Vibe, yung isa is elder kay Vibe. And then yung kasunod niya, may Chinese young couple na very welcoming, very friendly. Sa harapan namin, may student na nurse. Parang, it's a very young community na parang pag summer, nakatambay kami sa labas, nagkukwentuhan kami. Alam mo yun, parang ang ganda niya. And then suddenly, I heard na ito pa lang ilang bahay dito sa harapan namin. I forgot, is it 6 or 8? Isa lang ang may-ari sa kanya. Isa lang ang taong may-ari ng 8 bahay na yon. And it's for rent. And what they're doing is, the main floor and the second floor is one renter. And then the basement will be another renter. So, if say for example 8, nakalimutan ko na 6 or 8. Assume 8. Itong 8 na bahay na to ay may 16 families na. Dahil may main and then merong basement tenant. So, magiging 16 families na siya. Okay, sige na lang. Wala kang magagawa doon, di ba? But then, we heard na yung parking space nila supposed to be sa garage sa likod ay gagawing garden suite, garden suite or kung ano man ang tawag doon. And potentially, hindi lang isang family. Parang ganun ulit yung gagawin niya. So, parang kami, saan magpapark tong mga to? Parang, yung ganun. Sobrang na-stress ako nun, guys. And, to top that negative or bad news, another bad news that we got is, so, ito yung literal na isang linggong pag-ibig. Actually, not even isang linggo. It's less than a week na pag-ibig. Sobrang na-broken. Ngayon, nakakwento ko na siya. Pero at that time, stress na stress ako. I learned that I was pregnant Monday, and I think Wednesday lang. May doubt na kami na pregnant ako because the blood works came back and it's lower than what it should have been. Yung HCG, mababa. Kailangan mataas na siya at that point. Pwedeng sobrang early kasi namin na-catch. Hindi siya talaga magtutuloy. Alam mo yun, hindi talaga siya nagtuloy. As in yung parang nag-meet sila pero not meant to be na wala. Yun. So, I don't know if stress contributes to it then, pero yun yung time na yun na parang, alam mo yun, yung parang sa isip ko is, gusto ko ng magandang deck, gusto ko ng paggawa yung basement, gusto namin ipagawa tong bahay. And then everything just came crashing and it feels like maybe this is still not the one, kung ganun. Yun yung, unang sumagi sa isip ko. Tapos noon, meron pang nagpasign yung mga kapitbahay na we're against it, nagpa-interview na ganito yung ginagawang vibe, blah, blah, blah. The community tried to make some noise. Pero at the end of the day, hindi kami masyadong, ako personally, hindi ko siya masyadong pinaglaban kasi parang nagbasa na ako and sabi ko nga, as you age, you learn how to choose your battles, and I feel that battle is not worth fighting because it's gonna stress me even more kapag kanilaban ko and then alam ko naman na hindi ka mananalo, parang ganun. So, kasi nabasa ko na hindi talaga, na parang it's a law. If you're on that zoning, you're on that zoning. Parang ano ba yan? So yun, lesson learned sa inyo na mga nanonood and may planong bumili ng bahay in the future. Learn about zoning, laws, and rules kung saan man kayo bibili ng bahay. May it be old house or new house. Kasi yun nga sabi ko, old communities, nakapili ka doon, and then after a while, may bumili ng kapitbahay mo, ni-renovate, ginawang 2 manipis na bahay, ginawang townhouse, ginawang duplex, or kung ano man ang gusto nilang gawin. And yun na nga, nawawalan ng privacy. So, iba-iba kada province siguro, pero you have to learn what that zoning is. Yun na nga, na-learn namin katulad ngayon sa Kensington, yung sa PEI namin, bahay na naka-mortgage namin doon ay nasa zoning naman siya for pwede siyang gawing business area. Kumbaga, yung mga katabi namin is mga kasi siya massage parlor, nail ganyan-ganyan, may mga office. So nasa zoning naman siya na pwede mo siyang i-transform into a business rental or whatever. So pwede mo siyang gawing spa. Kumbaga. And then ang laki pa nung space nun. Wala naman kami pera para ipagawa. Pero ang laki ng space nun. So kakasya, pwede mo siyang patanggal at magpatayo ka ng isang bonggang ganon. So kakagalitan kami lahat ng aming mga kapitbahay dahil kung gagawin namin yon. But if the zoning allows, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do unless they change the law. And it takes great effort for you to make that move. Para ma-move mo yung needle in that direction. It's gonna be so much effort. So ayun. So something not good that happened was us knowing na there's a possibility that we will have so many cars. Yun yung namin yung parang who knows. Kasi ang ko kasi is ayoko talaga sana sa area na maraming rental because number one, sa safety. Number two, yung mga magiging kaibigan ni Vibe, if they're gonna move, yung parang people come and go sa buhay ni Vibe kasi kami yung steady dito, parang gano'n. Isip ko na lang, baka isa dyan sa mga magra-rent dyan, may dadating ang panahon na may mangyayari na sila pala yung makakatulong. Or, alam mo yun, may dahilan kung bakit naging ganyan yan. Basta, alam ko na may dahilan kung bakit yun yan. Isa sa worry talaga namin is yung mga cars. Kasi magiging very congested talaga siya na masikip talaga. For sure, sobrang masikip talaga yung kasi walang parking area. And unfortunately, the law allows for it to be like that. Na parang hindi nire-require na magkaroon. Diba dapat, pag may bahay ka, meron kang 2 parking space, yung mga ganun. Ito, parang dahil nga daw merong shortage. So, hindi namin alam kung paano magiging ganap talaga sa lugar na ito. Wala pa namang sinisimulan. And nagpa-final grade sila ng likod. So, hindi ko alam kung matutuloy. Pero super active naman itong may-ari at talagang nagpo-post siya sa social media. Naghanap siya ng mga investors na mag-i-invest sa kanya para mapagawa niya yung likod. So, we'll see. Things happen for a reason, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If we need to move, we need to move. But for now, stay put lang muna. Sabi ko nga. Pero yun, nalungkot talaga kami na parang everything's on hold. Hindi, yung parang, basta, yung ganito muna tayo. Chill. Tingnan natin. Let's wait for it to play out kung ano yung magiging kalalabasan niya. So yun. 1 good news, 2 bad news, but that's life. Marami pang naganap sa buhay namin sa mga panahon kami hindi naging active. Pero isa na doon yung talagang sobrang naging busy po kami sa aming mga buhay-buhay. Alam niyo naman, napakahirap maging full-time mama and full-time worker din, no? It's a very fulfilling but it's a very challenging task na hindi ko akalain na kaya kong gawin na pagsabayin ng mag-alaga ng baby and at the same time mag-work. Mi amigo, mi amiga, nandito ngayon tayo sa aming bahay. Nanonood ng GMA7. At nakabukas ang aming pantry. Meron pong daga na naghahanap ng pagkain. Uy, ano yung bitbit? Patatas. May dala po siyang patatas. Yun, so hindi natin na-close ang ating video kanina kasi nga umiyak si Vibe tapos na-pull na rin yung aking memory. So nanghiram tayo ng phone kay Kiko para matapos na natin itong vlog na ito. So ang ating nga pinagkukwentuhan ay ang good news at ang bad news. So good news, maganda ang likod. Bad news, pangit ang harap. So yun ang ating good and bad. Pero for now, thank you so much sa panonood at kung kayo po ay natuwa sa aming video at may natutunan kayo kahit papaano at kung kayo ay may mga katanungan, please comment on the comment section. Mahirap naman kung hindi kayo na magka-comment. Charot. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next vlog. Kamusta naman ang tummy mo?
Bye!
Bye!